Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Yeah, yeah. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser.
Like we're losing
Yeah, well, it's
a
never.
large part of our offense, our explosiveness, our touchdowns. Quarterback, if it's Daniel, depends on the run game.
We got to upgrade the offensive line, and you're paying the guy $40 million. It's not to hand the ball off to a $12 million back. My plan is to address the offensive line at some point here in free agency. We're sitting at 6. There's a chance there's an offensive weapon there. This is the year for Daniel. Plan all along was give him a couple years. Is he our guy for the next 10 years, or do we need to pivot and find somebody else?
I have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia, I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being out. I've been around enough players. So, but he's the most popular player we have by far.
Yeah.
Welcome to another edition of the Rundown.
No
It's your
doubt.
boy, the Drum Major. We are back. Your boy, the Drum Major, with my right-hand man, the chef.
What's good, baby?
Yo, what it do, man?
Just tired, boy. Tired. I don't know. These
Yeah,
long days, man. Long days.
Long
Not
days.
enough hours in the days.
long days, brother. You know, I can relate. You know, we're in the same line of profession,
Yes, sir.
different aspects. I know about them long days and dealing with interesting people, to say the least.
Yeah. Hot topics.
Hot topic.
Crazy, beast. Crazy. I'm like, come on,
Yeah,
really?
exactly. Exactly.
Oh, man.
I have a particular one that I'm dealing with right now, and he's just working the nerves in, man, working the nerves. Like, my nerves can't afford to be worked like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not today.
Dealing with stress and the HBP, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Can't be nah, man. Can't be dealing with it, man.
Relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
exactly. I got to, man, got to. But these colleagues of ours, Chef.
Oh, you said a mouthful there, bro. I'm sure America and the rest of the world can relate. Colleagues.
Of course, absolutely. But in any event, folks, welcome to another edition of the Rundown, weekly rundown with your boy, the Drum Major, and Chef, my partner, Chef, the architect. Let's get to it, man. But before we get to it, of course, we got to shout out our sponsors: Sugar Water Radio, Sugar Water TV, Franchise New Girl, Solo
Salute.
Music Real Estate. You already know what it is with them. Delano
No doubt.
Robinson, Sadiq Bryant, made top agents. Submit your music if you're interested in getting some spins, domestic and
Wicked.
international alike. Hit them
doubt.
up. Submit your music, and if they like it, they'll spin it. If not, they'll tell you to go back to the lab and add a little more seasoning to your product. You dig?
Reset.
Just reset. That's all. Just reset and come back out,
No doubt.
Sugar Water Radio, Sugar Water TV, Multimedia Empire over there. Franchise New Girl, salute to them. The
No doubt.
OGs. They really are OGs of this podcast game. People don't even know, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, the
Podcast.
originators.
Yeah, they was doing
Water.
podcasting before podcasting became a thought. They was doing podcasting when it was called internet radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Remember that? Remember it was called internet radio?
Yeah.
That's
Old
how
school.
long they've been doing it. You understand?
Yeah.
And the concept of internet radio was scoffed at, laughed at. And
Yeah, for sure.
you know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? And now here it is. The podcast game is so saturated. Everybody, their mother, father, sister, brother, nieces, and nephews got podcasts.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. The game
It's
is
heavy. The game is heavy.
You know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah.
in it, though. We in it.
For long
Yeah.
haul. For sure.
We in it to win it, you know. So shout out to them, Sugar Water Radio, Sugar Water TV. Fat Boy Coffee, shout out to Coach Lonnie, Coach Lonnie and our boy Rock, major distributors of the brand. Various gourmet coffee, various gourmet flavors. Upon your first
Yeah.
purchase, get a 10% discount using code WGIS1. Again, using code WGIS1 upon your first purchase. Fat Boy Coffee, PHATBOY Coffee.
Doubt.
Yes, get that. Graphics, multimedia advertising and photography for any and all occasions.
Facts.
Kinsey at our Sweet 16s, divorce parties, wedding parties, I just came home parties, tax refund parties, and the like. Graphics does not judge, just give them their bread and they'll make their event very memorable.
Facts.
Graphics. And last but certainly not least, get your mind right, raise your vibrations, raise your consciousness, and inspire motivational teas. INSPYAH, motivational teas, one word.
Speak on it.
Again, INSPYAH, motivationalteas.com. Go to their website, copy yourself a tea, bold graphics with powerful messages, powerful inspirational messages in bold graphics. I am t-shirts and hoodies, the most popular sale because of the dopeness of it. I have a few myself that I rock. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
Facts.
get on there, copy yourself a tea, and raise your
Stop playing games.
You know, stop playing games out here. You
No
know,
doubt.
support these businesses. You dig?
Yeah, man. Everybody got to eat.
Everybody gotta eat. Everybody eat, and there's enough money to go around for everybody to eat.
Exactly. Our government, laundering money.
All the time. Laundering money, printing new money every day. Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on. Let's not be naive here.
It's not. It's a lot of bread out there, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Just gotta go out there and get it.
Get out. Yeah, just go out there and get it. Let's not play coy. You know what I mean? Chef.
What's up, baby?
The NFL season officially over.
Ah, what a season.
What a season it was.
Wow.
The Eagles, we've all predicted the Eagles will win, and they have fulfilled our prophecy.
Yes, indeed.
Pure domination.
From the start.
From the start.
And it was the unlikeliest culprit.
Hmm?
And it was the most unlikeliest culprit, too.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. The
He
quarterback that people has doubted.
Which is why, again, I asked that question.
Why?
And why is the slander against them? And look at the answer that we got from our resident guru,
Yes.
as well as Ty.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So their answers solidified, that Jalen Hurts is not who they're talking about.
No.
He's not. He's that guy.
He is that guy. Outstanding performance by him. Very efficient.
Yes, sir.
Beyond efficient. Very beyond efficient. Very outstanding performance. Almost picture perfect. No turnovers. Well orchestrated. Led his team down the field multiple times. And
you know what's unfortunate, John?
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, and I think Dell said it best. Steve Spagnuolo believed in the hype that Jalen Brunson don't have an arm or the guns to go air it out. Mm-hmm. So he chose to stop the running game thinking that would stop Philly.
And boy, was he wrong. He couldn't have been any more wrong.
Oh, my God.
He could have been any more wrong. Who would possibly think that Jalen Hurts is not a guy that can throw the ball?
Yeah.
Where's the evidence? Where was the proof?
The
man has been in the league, I want to say 6 years now. This is his 6th year.
Slander.
Yeah, 6th year, 7th year. And to think, and he comes from Alabama, Nick Saban, Roll Tide.
Yeah.
You know the three quarterbacks that came out of there? Him, Tua, and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Of which Jalen is now the most successful out the three.
That's because he transferred out of there.
Yes,
Didn't he go to
yes.
like Ohio or something like that?
I forgot where he went to, but
Yeah.
but this is a man that was once Tua's backup.
Yeah. Go fish.
Go figure. Go figure. And man, listen, I think the play of all plays that solidified, that kind of answered all the critics, was that perfect bomb.
Ooh.
That
Ja.
perfect bomb
Ja.
to Devontae Smith.
Let's go to videotape, brother. Let's enjoy the videotape. Let's enjoy the videotape.
Let's bear witness.
Let's enjoy. Go ahead, take us through it, Ja.
Let us bear witness. So for those people who feel that Jalen can't throw, he doesn't have an arm, just take a look at this perfect dot. Let's take a look. We put it in slow motion for you. The perfect dot.
On the money.
On the money.
Money.
A drop in the basket. That was a drop in the basket.
That was
You know
money.
what I'm saying? We should play that back. We should play that back again. We should play
Money.
that back again. Because this was the answer to all the critics. That play right there answered all the critics. That was the play that answered all the critics, Chef.
Yeah.
That was the play right there.
Facts. I mean,
Beautiful.
why do you say it's so sweet? You gotta play it again 3 times.
Yeah.
Man,
That was the answer. Yeah, one more time. One more time for an encore. Yeah, look at that. Had to slow-mo it. Got to slow-mo it.
Right there. I mean, it just dropped in his arm.
It dropped in the bucket. Boom.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
How do you doubt this man? How do you doubt this man?
You can't. It's undeniable.
Yeah, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. I need to see some apology letters from all these sports analysts, these professional sports analysts who's supposed to be giving us informed opinions as to why they think this man would not be a great success for the Eagles at quarterback. That he didn't have what it takes to take it all the way to the top, to reach the mountaintop and plant the flag, of which they did last Sunday.
Yeah, like Hamburger Hill.
And exactly, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're also forgetting the fact that he took them there before.
Facts.
And played the very same team.
Facts.
And played well in that game too.
Facts.
They were going back and forth, to your point.
Yeah. And I liked how they used and Philly figured it out real quick that they were stopping the running game. So they, you know what? They used it as a what you call that? When you use it hang it, what's that word,
As a decoy?
The decoy,
Like kinda like
yes,
a
sir.
decoy?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They disguised their throwing plays.
And I think and I truly think that Spags believed the misconception.
He did.
Because
he bought into it.
It seemed like that's all he planned for.
That's it. He got exposed.
Yeah, definitely got exposed.
He got exposed.
Tried blitz packages, didn't work. He got beat on the blitz.
Yeah.
A multitude of times.
Multitude. Because Jalen took off.
Right.
He took off. He had wheels.
Right. He took off. He made key passes.
Yes.
Third and long passes. Who'd he go to when they blitz? A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
Cooked Trent McDuffie. All-pro cornerback Trent McDuffie. Cooked them all game.
All game. Yo, that was masterful the way
it was a master class, Chef.
Nick Sirianni,
master class. Teams are going to be taking this footage on how to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Honestly, Chef, They might regress a little bit after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because they're still predicting that. I forgot his name. Dell.
Nick
Once
right.
again,
Or
yeah,
should I say Nick wrong?
yeah.
Nick
Salute to
wrong.
Dell. Salute to Dell again.
Nick wrong.
Golly, can't make it up, John.
Chef, this guy gets paid $250K annually to be wrong all the time.
Can't make it up.
Am I sounding like a hater? I am.
But are we though?
Because you know why I'm saying? Because we're smarter than that.
They are. They went to school for
No,
this.
we are. We're smarter than that.
Oh no, we're smarter than that. Yeah.
And they went to school for journalism, Chef.
Yeah, they went to school for journalism. That was my point. I'm sorry.
They are professional journalists. They're supposed to eat, sleep, breathe this.
Yeah.
And have insiders, research, notes.
Yes. Yes. And then you see them, at their desk with all their intel, all of it, just sitting there, and they still wrong.
And it's still wrong.
Detailed information right at their hands with an iPad and everything, and they still get it wrong, John. How do you do that?
And earn $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
Do I sound like a hater? Yes.
Exactly.
Of course.
Of course we will. Of course we will. We'll never. Oh, you guys just mad because y'all are beat writers or whatever. You know what I'm saying, John? We already know. We know what it is. We know what to expect. Can't make it up.
Vlad, the other thing.
Can't make it up.
These analysts.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to quote exact percentages, but a good high percentile of them never played a sport in their lives. And they're making these
felonious.
Yes, thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Chef. Felonious.
Felonious. That's the word of the day.
Yes. These felonious opinions
it's bull.
About said players and athletes.
Yeah. Can't make it up.
Whereas we actually have more credibility because we played the sport. Yes. I've played all three sports. It might have been on a recreational level, but I've played. I was outside. I was outside, Chef.
And you know the game.
And I know the game.
Yes.
I played all three, Chef.
Yes, you did. Indeed.
So have you.
Yes,
and you're a coach.
Yes. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I had somebody Facebook messaging me.
Yes.
Hey, coach. Let me get the question. Hold on.
Yes. Pull up the question. Pull up the question.
Pull up the question. It was about a play, and they asked me for my unpopular opinion, and I was like, listen, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird. I thought it was a play where it was the first play, I think, the first or the second play where Philadelphia scored on the touchdown, right?
Yes.
And when we came back from break, I guess they called it back.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked like they were going for a 2-point conversion too. Yes. So it was kind of confusion. I mean, I don't know. I stepped away for a minute. It was kind of confusing as to what was taking place. Man, I tell you what, the Super Bowl was a little confusing in the beginning because it was like you could see where the onset was. You know what I'm saying? You could see that this was going to be a lopsided game. You could see the energy was in Philly house. Right. It was in Philly's house. The energy was there.
The energy was all Philly.
Kansas City came out flat.
Very.
Like soda left out open.
Yes.
Soda overnight.
Facts.
Yo, listen. So what was the question? Didn't see the Eagles run a 2-point conversion. shouldn't they have 8 points? And I was like, I missed all of that, but think they walked it back, the touchdown, because he may have stepped out of bounds or something. I was caught up cooking. So I don't know what was going on, but people tweet me little questions like, "Hey, coach, what's going on?" I mean, you got WGI Sports. What's this about? You know what I mean? That's how people trust us, Ja. People are texting us on Facebook,
Dig it, dig it, dig it.
and they want to know what the heck is going on here.
I know the play that you're referring to, Chef.
Yes, sir.
It was another dot
Yes, another.
to
Did you see
to
that dot?
yes, that was called back because his knee hit the 1 yard line. That was the first supposed touchdown.
So they were already on it, huh? Trying to pull it back.
Yeah. No, that call was legit. That call was
Was
legit.
it? Okay.
Because on the
Okay.
replay, his knee did touch the 1 yard line. So yeah,
Okay.
but it was initially called a TD. Again, another dot by Mr. Hertz. And
Either way, Ja, it was on in the air.
yeah. It was in the air. It was in the air. How do you not think that this man is incapable of not producing an aerial attack? How do you not presume this, especially with the weapons that he has? He has Goddard at tight end.
Yeah.
He has Devontae Smith on the left, AJ
Yeah.
Brown on the right.
Yeah.
Or either way. You got
But
Devontae,
Ja,
you got Devontae Smith and
yeah,
AJ Brown.
yeah.
How do you not presume that he will not answer with an aerial attack? Did you really think that they would panic if you keyed on Saquon? And Spags, you definitely should know better because you played him before in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and it was a shootout.
Yes.
My guy.
That's why I guess I'm disappointed
Yeah.
because whoever scouted that game should be fired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly. I mean, it's unfortunate,
Mm-hmm.
but that blowout of Kansas City shouldn't have never happened the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody should be losing their job this off season. And then I also read a report that, which I thought I meant to say this in the chat with y'all. I said, how do y'all feel if whatchamacallit, the head coach of Kansas City, stepped down after this loss? That was my big question. I never got a chance to ask it
Mm-hmm.
because I think right now I think he just showed his age. He's still a great coach. Don't get he's destined for the Hall of Fame.
Easy. Easy.
Let's
And
not forget that.
and
Don't even get that twisted.
yeah. Andy Reid first ballot.
Yeah, first ballot, first ballot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not. I'm not even going to like get that twisted.
Yeah.
But I think Andy Reid should have passed the baton a couple of years, like last season. I think right was it to what's his name?
Are you referring to Eric Bieniemy?
Yes, yes, because he was next man up. And it was no better person to Eric Bieniemy taking over. And then he reneged on his retirement. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And said that he wanted one more or two more, or he wanted to come back and
Mm-hmm.
play with his guys, and he loves it. And I think he got greedy. I think he got greedy. He wanted that third one, which would have cemented him for the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Third, three. I mean, what he did within 3 years is by itself
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame worthy. You took one team in 3 straight years after you left Philadelphia to three
Mm-hmm.
straight Super Bowls. Of course, that with a little bit of help and assistance. We're not going to talk about the cheese. We're not going to talk about the cheese. But
Yeah.
no, long story short, I'm not going to take nothing away from what he did. Andy Reid
Mm-hmm.
is a great coach.
Yes.
I think Steve put all his eggs in one basket and didn't
Clearly.
prepare as a full defensive coordinator. He
clearly,
pu-
which is very
he
surprising. Which is very surprising to me because at first, when the game started, both teams started out kind of slow.
yeah,
Both teams.
yes.
So I said, "Oh, okay, this is a little defensive duel, a battle of the minds between Vic Fangio and Steve and Spags."
Yeah,
Okay? But like you said, to your point, we started all of a sudden we started witnessing Spags is just keen on the run,
yeah.
and he said, "No, you got to beat us. You got to beat us a different way." Jalen, no, we're gonna make Jalen beat us, and Jalen damn sure did.
Bad move.
Bad move. Bad move.
Bad move.
Bad move. But the blitzing is part of Spag's repertoire.
It is.
That's just who he is. He's a blitzer. He's gonna blitz you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he got burnt.
Oh yeah.
He got burnt.
Yeah. Correction, Ja. So Jalen Hurts did 3 years at Alabama and 1 year at Oklahoma and came out his
Mm-hmm.
senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. But still backing up to it though.
Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah,
backing up
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. And has now become the more successful out the three.
Well, concussion protocol and all with all that. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
question. No question.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, but also just to go on the conspiracy route,
Yeah.
I think the people have spoken, Chef.
Oh, for sure.
I suspect people on social media post, implying about the assistance by the refs with the Chiefs' success. A lot of that being posted in social media. A lot of people talking in social media about that. I think it. I think it hadn't. I think it took effect. That's my personal opinion. I think part of that took effect with the people speaking out loudly about it.
Yeah.
The
Oh
point
yeah.
where, to the point where, prior to the Super Bowl, in one of the interviews, Patrick Mahomes said, "No, that's not true. We don't think that the refs help us in any type of way. We think the refs games fairly." You remember when that question was posed to Mahomes?
Oh
So,
yeah.
so I think it affected the people speaking loudly about it in the social media, memes and making jokes, and of course we're part of the people. We are the
Yeah.
people. We're part of the people. We was
Yes.
definitely we was definitely talking about the assistants as well. We're part of that,
Oh yeah.
and I think it got to the top. It
The
penetrated the
pressure.
pause. Yeah,
Yeah. The pressure.
the people are part of the pressure. So it behooved. I think the refs were definitely under the microscope come Super Bowl.
Yes, they were.
It behooved them to ref that game very fairly, as fair as
And they
possible,
did.
and they did.
And they did.
Which
Actually like a real football game.
right,
I
right.
forgot what that looked like.
For a long time, a lot of people forgot what that looked like. For a long time, I did too.
Yeah.
It was a fairly refed game.
I
I have
definitely
to
give
say, I had no
yeah.
complaints about the ref. They didn't play favoritism to the Eagles either.
No, they didn't.
They called the penalties called the penalties on that they needed to be called.
Listen, I thought they swallowed their whistle, but I thought they could have made the whistle call when I forgot who rushed Mahomes
Hmm.
and clearly cleaned his bell, rung his bell. Remember when he was behind the line
I
and
remember
he
the hit
made
you're
the
talking
throw,
about.
and it was like I thought it was a late hit, but
Yeah,
they let it go.
yeah, yeah.
Rung his bell. I was like,
Yeah, definitely
oh,
rung the bell. Yeah,
I haven't seen a hit like that on him, nonetheless, in a long time.
that's right.
That was pure
Definitely,
football.
definitely rung that kid's bell.
Oh yeah, smash mouth. He got back up. Salute.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
supposed to get
Yeah,
back up.
yeah. But this is definitely. But I suspect this is an example of power of the people via social media because
Power,
the refs ain't giving no assistance this time.
power to the people, man.
Which leads me to believe, Chef,
Yes, sir.
would the Chiefs have been as successful if the refs were like this all the time. I think would they be as successful? Would they be as consistent in going deep into the playoffs as they were? Had the refs ref their games in this type of fairness with no bias?
I think the first Super Bowl, Eagles versus Kansas City, I think Kansas City probably still would have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City versus San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was definitely a lot of play there. It could have went either
Mm-hmm.
way, but I
Yeah.
don't I don't think San Francisco was built to win a championship the way that they should have. I think they were
Mm-hmm.
missing key pieces, but I don't think that I think the game would have been a lot closer had San Francisco tightened up on their defense. I mean, it was a close game, but I
Mm-hmm.
think San Francisco left a lot on their plate.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't clean up properly. They didn't do the 2 minute drill in the final hour.
Right.
It was too many mistakes. When you make mental mistakes, the question now becomes, do you deserve to win?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so with the ref's assistance there, I still think Kansas City would have won that one as well. But
Mm-hmm.
throughout the season, I don't think Kansas City would have had enough wins to make it to the second tier of the playoffs. I think they would have had to play the wild card game, and they could have easily lost the wild card versus the second tier game. So that's where I think they would have lost.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And that's the point I actually was trying to reference to. Because I was more thinking about the regular season games. Had the refs been not so biased for the Chiefs
Yeah,
and how they're calling the game, how they're refereeing the game, would would their win percentage be as high? Would their succeed would their season be as dominant as successful? They would definitely, don't get me wrong. Mahomes is a beast. The
yeah.
kid is nice.
We're not taking
Whichever
that
way,
away, folks.
yeah, yeah, kid is nice. Mahomes is top five.
Yeah,
Easy. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
the overall talent of the Chiefs, would that talent in itself carry them deep into the playoffs as it did without the assistance of the refs? And I agree with you. My answer would be no. They would have had a lot of they'd have had less wins. They'd have
Yeah,
had winning seasons. It would have been less wins. And they definitely would. I think we definitely would have seen um more like 10-7, 10 and
agree.
7 seasons. 11 and
Yeah,
6. Maybe a 9-8 season, barely make the wild card kind of thing, and they had to play from the bottom. Let's
yeah,
play at
yeah,
the beginners level, meaning the wild card. And some
yeah.
games, and as you know, some of those wild card teams are dangerous, and
Very.
they definitely could have lost some of those wild card games. So they'd have been knocked
Yeah,
out the race early.
early.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's my point. So yeah, you 100 on that. I definitely agree with you.
And the other thing too is this year wasn't their strongest year, especially defensively. You could
Right.
see that they weren't in their bag this year. You could
Yeah.
see that there was a possibility for them to really lose, and they were
Hmm.
going to lose at the worst possible time because they struggled
Yeah.
a lot to win. It's a crazy thing to say, but they did struggle to win a lot of games this season.
Yeah. Sure. They did. We saw it.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
on the Eagles side, it's a lot to be said there too. They didn't dominate every single game.
Right.
It was all gritty wins. So they knew how to pull it out in close battles.
Hmm.
They knew how to use their running game. They knew how to use their air attack. So they had a balanced game going into the season, through the season to get them those wins. So those were gritty, gut wrenching wins. Cardiac affair.
Hmm.
Kansas City
Some
was the
cases,
total
yeah.
opposite. You know what I mean? They
Hmm.
won, but it wasn't gritty. it was assistance. You know what I'm saying? You could see the refs making felonious calls and dubious calls in the playoffs. Is like, yo,
Yeah.
what are we doing right now? Like the last
Yeah.
game against the Buffalo Bills, Buffalo played a terrible, terrible hand trying to run. You could see that they were stopping the run, which
Mm-hmm.
actually Kansas City's defense is bananas. I
Yeah.
will say that their run defense is bananas.
It's solid.
But
Yeah. Of
yeah,
course.
but they did not stop whatchamacallit, Josh, the times that they said they did. Two different
Mm-hmm.
vantage points. I get it. But I think they should have lost the last game. But J Buffalo Bills didn't put in 100% to beat Kansas City the way they should have.
Mm-hmm.
We called it. He said, "Listen, you can't go into Kansas City playing around. You got
Yeah.
to take them out early." And
Mm-hmm.
I think the Buffalo Bills' plan or whatever their schemes were wasn't
Mm-hmm.
strong enough to beat Kansas City
Mm-hmm.
and the refs.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's not forget them. Yeah, let's not forget them. Um, that was definitely causing that AFC Championship game was questionable. But I agree, Buffalo didn't do enough. Josh did play mistake-free football, but there was some key components there that caused missed opportunities. I'll just say. And
yeah,
it was through no fault of Josh. It kind of
no,
kind of repeating what you said. It's schemes, it's discipline,
yeah,
that more so collectively as a team
yeah,
caused them to lose that game because that was another game that came down to a wire. Like I said, it was another classic between the Bills and the Chiefs.
facts.
And
And you called this 2 years ago. Do we have an NFL rivalry between Kansas City and Buffalo? You called it 2 years ago, two
absolutely,
seasons ago.
yeah, absolutely. It's gonna go down as one of the great rivalries after it's all said and done.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more games between them,
Oh yeah.
more classics.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I think forthcoming, um, there's gonna be decline. There's gonna be a decline with Kansas City. I don't see them. I don't see them in the Super Bowl next year. I see them in the
Mm,
playoffs though, but
yeah.
they'll get eliminated. So they'll be. I don't see them having a losing season in the near future per se, but I would say within the 4 or 5 year window, I could see them maybe making one more Super Bowl appearance within a 4 or 5 year window. Because
I can see that.
other teams is gonna come up, other teams is gonna improve in their personnel
Yeah.
and KC. And that's how the pendulum always swings.
Yeah.
Um I think I think uh I think they've reached their apex. Um Free agency comes into play. Um I don't know. I don't know if D Hop is going to be there again next year. D Hop is in the twilight of his career. Juju, Juju's kind of he's not the prime receiver he used to be. He's more like serviceable.
Yeah.
Um, Xavier Worthy. I don't really see Xavier Worthy as being a number one. He's just more like a deep threat. He's just one of those dudes. If you want to go home run, throw the home run ball, you tell him go.
Yeah.
Throw it up and he'll get it. So Xavier is like the big play kid. Um, I don't see him as much as a complete receiver yet. I mean, I know kind of not downing on him, but expecting more because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll develop into a legit number one, which would consist of not only being able to beat you deep on a go route, but also proficient route running.
Yeah.
So that's yet to be determined, right?
Right.
But for right now, he's the deep threat.
Yeah.
He's that exciting deep threat. Go long. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know Andy Reid with his elusive mind, he's gonna conjure up some wide receivers and tight ends
Yeah,
to make up for this year. You know he is. He's going to hit the free agent market. He's
yeah,
going to find something in his practice squad, and he's going to develop it. He's good at that.
yeah. Right.
So I'm
And
not
not,
worried
and not
about it.
only that, KC really doesn't have a running game.
They don't.
You know, they don't have that main back.
No, I mean you see that in the
Yeah,
championship.
right, right.
Like,
And go ahead.
no, I was gonna say when you see Mahomes scrambling, he had
Yeah,
nobody to throw to.
right.
No, so that was
Or
no, no.
much less
Excuse me,
hand off
nobody
to.
behind the line.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he has a running back by committee. Um, I can't I can't front on Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco, he's a talented kid. He's nice, but he's not a workhorse back.
No,
You know, he's not an every down back, right?
right.
Pacheco's a dude that you use two plays out the drive, and then he has pass catching ability. Pacheco's nice, you know what I'm saying, but he's not the workhorse. Pacheco's not a workhorse like a Derrick Henry or Saquon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Aaron Jones, the workhorse. Those are
Mm,
the 1,000-yard rushers that tote the ball over 300 times. Pacheco ain't that. You know what I
no.
mean? Pacheco. I see Isaiah Pacheco more like a specialist. It's that they're essentially still like a running. KC is still essentially like running back by committee. Even Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt used to be the main
Oh
dude
wow.
because
I remember Kareem Hunt.
I remember when he was in Cleveland with Nick Chubb. You know what I'm saying? There was a 1-2 punch, and
Yeah.
he don't necessarily even use Kareem Hunt like that. You know what I mean? He kind of uses Kareem Hunt for short yardage game, uh, kind of fullbackish like. Um, so it's still a running back by committee with KC. So I don't know with the talents of Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, they're gonna keep it at that. They just might, and not worry so much about having a main tailback. It might just be them two. So because there's no tailback really in free agency right now that I remember. You know what I mean? So
The market wasn't what they thought it was.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So adjustments is going to be made, and I don't think much change is going to happen because it's still kind of like this Casey's still considered like a top tier team.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I
Nothing
just
drastic for sure. I agree.
uh,
So they don't need to do nothing drastic. I agree.
yeah, and I don't think they are either. But I think what's going to happen, as it always does, teams are at their apex. At some point, other teams are going to catch up to them. That's why I said they're going to regress a little bit. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be in contention, but they're not going to make it all the way to the Big Dance next year. I already foresee that they're not going to make it to the Big Dance. It's definitely going to be somebody else representing the AFC. It may be the Bills finally, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
The Bills.
Maybe, maybe,
Oh,
or maybe D
yeah.
Moore finally. Maybe D
Yeah, yeah,
Moore
no,
finally.
listen. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
finally.
Yeah, finally.
Well, Lamar's in his window.
Yes, he is. 100%. Yes, he
Lamar's
is.
in his window.
Yeah.
Josh is coming out of his window. So if he's
Hmm.
got one more in him, this is it.
Yeah. Yeah. I dig it. Yeah. 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 I agree with that. I agree with that. But yeah, congrats to the Eagles, man. 40-22, pure
Mm.
domination. Um, I'm happy for Hurts, Mr. Hurts. He proved all the doubters wrong.
He did.
Yeah, we knew what it was. I don't see why they didn't. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. Do you see the Eagles repeating?
Um, everybody's caught on the Saquon, right? So
Yeah,
we saw what Kansas City did against the run game.
yeah,
So scouting report is out already on Saquon, how to stop him.
yep. They made tape. You know, I always say, congratulations, you made tape.
He made tape, exactly. So it's going to be a tough road. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a tough
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
The NFC, because you still got you got to remember we still got the Commanders.
Yes, yes,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying?
yes. Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
still got the Commanders.
yeah,
We still got the NFC. What's that? West NFC
yeah. And NFC South, NFC North.
South, and NFC South, right? And we
Yeah.
know the South is always between Tampa Bay and
Mm-hmm.
man, North Carolina's not going to be any good. Atlanta's going to be. It's always going to be between Atlanta and New Orleans to make that one.
Right, right.
So, and I'm not worried about the Giants because they're in total retool mode.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboys could be a wild card.
Yeah, yeah. They
You know
might
what I'm
make a
saying?
little. Yeah, they might make a comeback, a little comeback.
Yeah, depending on what they do in the draft.
Yeah,
Because they're really not that bad, but the fans are horrible.
right.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting for the Eagles. I don't see them not getting back to the playoffs for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's just going to be it's not going to be a dominance like Kansas City did 2 years in a row.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. The
But
road
you
is gonna be
can't. But you
road is
can't.
gonna
You
be
can't.
tougher for them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the game plan for Jalen Hurts, you're making a big mistake. Jalen Hurts is not. It's not going to be your biggest enemy because if
Mm-hmm.
you go for him and for him only, meaning you're trying to stop his throwing game, he's
Yeah.
got a running game. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
stop. He has a balanced attack that you got to stop completely.
That's right. That's right. And that's gonna be hard to do.
It's going to be hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Eagles are only going to get better because when you win a Super Bowl like that, you attract talent.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
that
know what I'm
part.
saying?
That part. Yeah. That
So
part.
people are gonna want to like, yo, listen, if you got budget, money in your budget, you listen.
Yeah. That part.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That
You get
part.
another wide out
That's a good
next
point.
to
That
AJ,
part.
get another wide out over there, third wide out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Big one. Big one.
That's
Big
that's that's Jalen Hurts throwing over the top right there in the middle of the field.
easy. Easy. For
Then
real.
your whole defense is hurt because if he has a balanced air attack, his
Mm-hmm.
his running game is going to be even easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know how I go. You got an efficient running game, always use a running game for play action.
Facts.
When they beat you with the play action, they pitch you. The O line is official. The Philly O line is official. As you can see, you try to blitz them, you're gonna pay dearly.
Big time.
You know what I mean? So
Big time.
that's what it is. But congrats to them, man. You know, I know
Yeah.
no Ty's happy, Della's happy. I know a couple of heads that are happy.
Yeah, for sure. They
Successful
get their
year.
parade tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh, the parade is small?
Yeah, Philly gonna be bananas, B.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna be nuts.
if you've
Gonna be
never been to
nuts,
Philly,
really.
folks,
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
Philly,
Don't go out.
Philly, yeah, Philly's not a normal human city.
No, they're not. Broad Street.
Broad
I advise you, if you're not from there, don't go to Broad Street.
Don't go. Don't go. And if you do go, listen, if you do go, by the time the sun is setting, get the heck up out of Dodge.
Get up out of there.
Get up out of Dodge.
Get up out of there, man.
Because
Yeah.
it changes, man. Philly changes when that sun go down.
Mm-hmm. Philly not for the weak, man.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't. City of brotherly love. Love it.
You understand? You know? Not for the weak, man. But Chef, let's get into the going topic, man.
Let's go, baby.
I want to talk about this halftime show, brother.
Oh, there's so many mixed feelings about it, B. So many mixed.
It done sparked a lot of conversation, a lot of mixed feelings. Yeah, it sure did, man.
I've heard just about everything that I could possibly hear. Oh, that was a weak show.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck just happened? Oh, yo, that was the best halftime show of the century. Oh, this, oh, that. And I'm like, when you're watching it, here's the thing, John, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you watch a halftime show, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're looking for the entertainment value.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for your song so you can sing along. You hype. Oh, he's doing just like us. The last thing that you're thinking is anything political or anything like message-wise or, whatever. You're not, you just want to hear your songs. And when you don't hear your song in a halftime show, case in point. When Michael Jackson performed, it was bananas. Everybody heard their song. You remember that?
I actually remember that.
When Prince performed, everybody was looking for the Purple Rain album. That's all everybody cared about. You know what I'm saying? Or anything else Prince sung, a lot of people were like, yeah, that was cool. But when he did Let's Go Crazy and all this other stuff, people went bonkers. So you have those fans. Those are what those fans are. And then you have the people that just say, yo, did you not see the halftime show?
Right.
Like, what do you mean? It's like, yo, it was crazy. I'm like, all right, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you rewind it and you're like, oh, wow. So many shots, so many subliminal messages.
A whole lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot. So that's where I was at, John. When I was watching it, I enjoyed it to an extent because I'm not a big Kendrick fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan, and I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I've often heard that he's an artist, a true artist, and it made me just like listen to some of his songs, and he is just this generation's Tupac.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. When I heard his last album, and not the new one that's out now, the one before this one, he is this generation's Tupac.
I was thinking the same thing.
So that's what I got.
Thinking the same thing about him, about Kendrick.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And the kid is nice.
He is nice. He's a lyricist.
Yeah, lyrically he's nice.
Yeah.
He got some bangers.
He does.
Some bangers. His first album, would I call it a classic? Not quite, but almost there. Good Kid, Mad City, his debut album.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But classic, not quite. but fire nonetheless.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No, it ain't Wu-Tang's first album.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? 5 mics. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a 5 mics like Illmatic. It ain't a 5 mics like Enter the 36 Chambers. Nah.
Listen, I blast that, and my son loves Into the 36 Chambers.
You know what I'm saying? If you got rap albums that can transcend generations, then you got something.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But to your point, man, Kendrick, we get what he's saying, but he ain't really for us.
Nah.
He's for the Gen Z folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
for the Gen Z folks, and that's why I wasn't all that impressed with it. I got the message. I understood what he was trying to do. I thought it was the kid was bold to do a musical protest. That's what I call it, a musical protest.
Pretty
You
much.
know what I'm saying? It was pretty bold. But the reason why I wasn't impressed because again, I'm not with this generation. This excites kids of this generation that's woke, pro-black,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But we've saw this before.
Yeah, we have.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, that's cool. That's why I'm like, it's cool. I don't. It's not whack.
No, it's not whack.
Which Super Bowl performance I didn't like. I was like, yo, what is this? This ain't it, man. To
Who's
keep
that?
100 with you, when the weekend performed.
Yo, that was trash. That was trash. I'm like, what the heck am I watching right now? It's some cult shit. It was trash. It did not. It did not. It did not move me to want to go to Apple Music and download the
Yo,
weekend.
I was like, yo, what is this kid doing? Yeah,
Trash. Trash. I'll tell you what, really, I'm gonna tell you, Michael
the
Jackson.
weekend wasn't it, dogs. The weekend wasn't it.
Nah, it
That was
wasn't
that
it.
was, that wasn't a good weekend. Nah.
Nah, that was it was listen, I'm not gonna say his music is trash. I'm just saying that performance was not.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't
Yeah,
up to par. It wasn't up to par. Listen, when you hit Super Bowl weekend, you got to remember who came before you.
yeah,
And I think people forget that. You gotta hit the stage banging. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna give you an example. Like we know Michael Jackson, we know Prince,
yeah.
we know what Dre did. What was it like the year before? Not last year, but the year before. And he brought
Hmm.
Mary. We know what Rihanna did. We know what all of these people did. But I'll tell you the
Right.
one that stood out the most. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now that is a classic.
Hell yeah. Hell
That
yeah.
was a classic.
Yep. Yep.
It's right between our parents and our generation.
That's right. That's right.
That was a classic.
Hmm.
And they were a lit group, like consciously.
Hell yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire? Hell yeah.
That's a conscious
If you
group.
really listen to their songs, they was
Oh
dropping
yeah.
gems. You hear me?
Facts.
They was dropping
Facts.
gems. But we are people, mighty people. We're people of the sun, mighty people of the sun. Mighty, we are the mighty people of the sun. We the sun people. Man, those they was dropping gems, man.
Gems.
You understand me?
Facts.
So yeah, but
Without I
yeah,
mean,
go ahead.
and it's not like it was trivial. You didn't have to sit there
Hmm.
and say to yourself, "Wow, man." I mean, it was never a mixed bag of emotions. Like
Yeah,
this Super Bowl halftime performance is a mixed bag of emotions.
yeah, yeah. And again, I got the symbolism because I see on social media people posting if you ain't got like the Kendrick Lamar performance, that only means you didn't understand it. I'm like, listen.
Yeah.
First of all,
It it wasn't a
this
black or
ain't nothing
white
that I
thing.
ain't
We
seen
get it.
before.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be clear. It's
Yeah.
nothing I ain't seen before. You know what I
And
mean?
and that's how they're promoting it.
Right, right. And this is how people on social media are talking.
Yeah, I know.
If you wasn't open off the show, that means you ain't understand. Of course I did. I know I know the character. I mean, I know the character Sam Jackson played. That was obvious.
Yeah, that was very obvious.
I know who Sam Jackson was. I know his role.
Yeah.
You
We
know what I'm
we
saying?
understand the diss tracks. We get
Yeah,
it.
we understood the diss tracks. And I caught the petty.
Yeah. Oh, he
And I
was on
caught
his
the petty.
petty.
You got Drake's ex-girlfriend dancing, she walking. I caught the petty. You know what I'm
Heavy
saying?
petty. It was a
Yeah, I
it was a
caught
shot
it.
at it was a shot at the WTA too, Women's Tennis Association.
Yeah,
It was a heavy petty on Serena's
yeah, I
song.
caught the petty.
Yeah.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Come on. Yeah, you're like, don't question my level of intelligence or consciousness because I wasn't overly impressed about the fucking halftime show. 'Cause we seen it, Vlad, we seen it before.
We have,
We
man. We
come from
have.
that.
Yeah.
Public
Michael
Enemy.
Jackson was on his petty.
You know what I'm saying?
He remember
Yeah.
when he started his show? His show was 5 minutes late because he stood on stage for 5 minutes, staring into the crowd and did the abyss. That was a protest.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a
Exactly.
protest. You know what I'm saying? A classic. He brought his brothers out there. They ripped it.
hmm
You know, we know
Yeah.
Prince.
Well,
We know
yeah.
Prince. He one of his masters. So, he was on his petty.
He was on it exactly. He was on
Come
his pet.
on.
So we know what musical protest when we see one.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And We
Facts.
we 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 get the message. Relax. We got the message. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, but it's for this generation.
It's definitely that he's this generation's Tupac,
Yeah, yeah. And if they open off it, if they're impressed by it, they should be, as they should.
as they
If
should.
you're socially aware, if you're socially conscious, yeah, you're gonna be open off this. You're gonna be inspired by seeing a halftime show like this.
Yeah.
It's for y'all. It ain't for us. We seen this already.
Yeah. Our revolution wasn't televised.
Right. Right. You know what I mean?
Yours is.
Yours is. Yeah. Cause you like being in front of the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you like posting about how broke you are. You know what I'm saying? That's
It's
for y'all.
okay.
Y'all like doing that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
okay. It's okay.
It's all right though. It's all right.
It's
You
all
know what I'm
right.
saying? Y'all
Yeah.
like going on TikTok, expressing yourselves and showing the world that you're smart and
Yeah.
and you
And
know
you're
you know shit. Yeah.
yeah. Well, do you though? Because you go there for posts. You know what I mean? For likes, for clickbait. Clickbait. That's what you're
Right,
doing.
right. But it's cool. But it's cool. We dig it.
Yes, it
You know what I
is.
mean? It's cool. We dig it.
It's
It's,
cool.
it's you know, it's almost like expecting our parents to get hype off of Pac. You know what I mean? Or
Oh,
a parent or our parents getting hype over Public Enemy. They
right.
seen it before.
They seen it before.
They seen it before. They
Yeah.
lived with Martin Luther. They came up with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They seen this before.
Yes.
They know the civil rights. They experienced the civil rights. They ain't gonna be impressed by no Public Enemy like we are.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah.
Robin Harris used to say, public enema.
Oh, you don't get it. No, I get it. It's just too much noise.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
nothing, nothing Sam said was incorrect.
Right, right.
Ghetto ass music. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what our parents called our music.
that's right. That's
Matter of
right.
fact, when rap took off in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s,
Yeah,
with Run DMC and all them cats and
yeah.
Furious Five and Grandmaster Flash and yeah,
Right.
listen, it wasn't well received. Don't
No.
push me, cause I'm close
Yeah.
to
The
the
message.
edge.
Yeah.
Come on, white
Right.
lines
Right.
blown
Right.
away. You don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Come on, we
But they was teaching us though, not our parents. Our parents knew
no,
this already.
no.
They was giving the message for us. So it's for us to
Yeah,
be inspired and hype. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So
It's
yeah,
sending
so
out
it's
smoke
good.
signals.
Yeah, they sent out the smoke signals for us to be aware.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
they threw the bat sign in the air. You knew what I'm talking about.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's the same for these kids. Kendrick Lamar sending out the smoke signals, letting them know what it is. So
Yeah.
like, yo, Kendrick, yo, that's dope.
Yo, he ripped Dre. Dre
Yo, he
got
ripped
bullet
out.
wounds.
Yeah.
Dre got bullet wounds.
Yeah.
Listen, we've seen the other side of hip hop. We've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We've
You know
seen
what I
it.
mean?
We've seen Jay-Z and Nas go at it. We've seen it.
We've seen it all, man. We've seen it
Matter
all.
of fact, East Coast, West Coast with Pac and Biggie.
Yeah, we've seen it all, dogs.
We've
You know
seen
what I
it.
mean? So
We see.
Yeah, yeah, but it's cool. But shout out to K Dot though. You know what I'm saying? The
You
kid,
know, he did his thing. His thing.
he did it. Yeah, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna say it's trash.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But it was all right. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying? I
going.
personally, I personally thought they did a disservice to the rappers that are from New Orleans. I thought they should have performed. I thought No Limit should have came. I thought Master P, they should have hollered at Master Jay-Z should have hollered at Master P and Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I think
But
No
I
Limit
heard
would
I
have
heard
been
Lil
appropriate.
Wayne ain't all there though. I
Hmm.
don't know how true that is.
Wayne
From
didn't
what
want to
I'm
do it.
no, Wayne wanted to do it, but I heard he's not 100% healthy these days.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true, so I can't speak on it. I'm just telling you
yeah.
what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean,
Mhm.
but him and Jay and Wayne got beef. They had beef since 07, 08. That's
Jay and
why,
Wayne,
huh?
Jay and Wayne.
Yeah, they've been had beef. Remember he had that album Sean Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that beef started right there.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, that means it's personal. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely some beeficus going on between the two camps.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's never let up. So,
I see.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. Master P.
Well, even so, yeah. I mean, Cash Money and No Limit, they're two different camps, but they both from out there. Ideally, I would love to see them come together. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they don't really, from my understanding. I mean, there's a respect there, but they're not united like that. But there's a mutual respect there between P and Birdman.
Yeah,
But it ain't like they tight like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But I would have liked to see both camps come out in unity
Yeah,
for New Orleans and perform together. You know what I'm saying? No Limit and Cash Money. I think that would have been beautiful, man. That would have been dope to see unity between the two camps.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Repping the Crescent City, representing NOLA. You know what I
It'd have
mean?
been different. It'd have been different for New Orleans.
Yeah.
It would definitely been.
I think people would have. I personally think people would love that. Love that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
What do we know?
who am I?
Yeah.
Who are we, Vlad? We just two hardworking podcasters. That's all.
Listen, please listen to my demo.
You know what
Please listen to
I'm
my demo. I'm saying, I mean, I get it. It's like no different than if you have, which I doubt they will. I think they had it one year, but Super Bowl in New York, and you bring out
saying?
like Public Enemy, EPMD, Queen
Yeah,
Latifah. That'll
right.
be a dope show.
What? Been lit.
Be a dope show
Yeah, for us though. For us.
for us,
Yeah,
for us,
For us. Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
Young crowd is like, yo, what the heck is this?
Right. The kids were like, huh?
For sure. Or there's Rakim on stage. Who
Right,
else?
right. The God, you know
The
what I'm saying?
God. Yeah.
The God MC, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Any final thoughts? You got a damn it, man?
Not really, man. I think listen, I want to shout out this season. I think this season,
Hmm.
NFL that is,
Yeah.
um, was definitely fun for me and you.
Hmm.
We had some bold predictions
Hmm.
week to week. We
Yeah.
made our biggest prediction was definitely the Super Bowl. We were
Hmm.
accurate
Yeah.
on how the play was going to be, how it should win out for the Eagles. I think it was just it was a decent, fair. It was one of the rare good seasons that the underdog finally won.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
facts.
and it was also uh, a hysterical season because you had teams like, let's start with the Dallas Cowboys, where you got a rookie in not Jalen Hurts, Daniels, Jaden Daniels, rookie
Hmm.
quarterback, comes in and gets into the second round while you got Dak Prescott, who's been there for 6+ seasons, they can't make it
Mhm.
out the first round.
Can't make it out the wild card. That's crazy. And he got a bag too.
Oh
He
my
got a
God, that's what I'm
serious
talking
bag
about.
too.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got CJ Stroud, who's done his thing with the Texans, and you know what I'm saying. And again, Dak Prescott can't make it out the first round.
Can't make it out the first
So
round.
that was a good
And then it
story.
regressed even more. He didn't even make the playoffs.
You didn't. You paid him all that money.
And he got the bag.
Listen, you got to start asking yourself, what is he spending his money on? Why is he spending his money? You know what I mean? I thought it was play to earn the play. You know what I'm saying? And not earn to get paid.
It used to be.
Yeah.
It
So
used to be play to earn.
it used to be,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. You play good, we're gonna reward you.
Yeah.
Now it's what the market dictates.
Yeah. Entitlement. You know what I mean?
Title, yeah.
So I think that's wrong. But maybe that's the CBA. I don't know.
Yeah, play the big part in that, the CBA.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And the Giants with that storyline, Joe Shaw
Mm,
and Mara and whatchamacallit,
mm,
Saquon Barkley and
mm,
that fiasco, and it blessed the Eagles. And then you had the Kansas City story, then you had the Buffalo Bills story. And look who got erased. You know what I'm saying? San Francisco 49ers.
mm.
Brock Purdy wasn't even a thought of this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
nobody talked about that kid this season. That's
so
crazy.
it was yeah. So it's like there's storylines within the stories, but
It's a
it's just a
cruel,
fall from grace, man.
it's a cruel world, man. It's a
It
cruel world.
is. It is. In the
One
NFC,
one minute you're hot, next minute it's like who? Uh,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So it's a bunch of stories, but I don't want to drag this out. But yeah, it's more to what we're talking about right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was just an interesting NFL season that I enjoyed talking about.
Hmm.
It wasn't made of, it wasn't made up of. It wasn't just pure blasphemy. It was
Hmm.
truth, you know what I'm saying, based on
Yeah.
performance. And I think we hit a lot of nails on the head this season, and I'm proud of us for that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
We
salute
definitely
to
did.
us.
We definitely did. Yeah, I too enjoyed this NFL season. What stood out for me is the free agency, old faces and new places. But the fact that out of all the old faces and new places, the most successful, the one that stood out before, like the bright sun, like a bright shining star, Saquon.
Mm,
Out of all of the free agencies that happened, Russell to the Steelers, Tyrod
mm,
to the Jets,
mm.
Bryce Huff to the Eagles. Bryce Huff is pretty much non-existent.
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick with his negotiation battles with the Jets, he finally makes it the Jets. He was non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Saquon's the only one. Mekhi Becton
Yeah.
to the Eagles. So Saquon and Mekhi
Yeah.
shining stars out of the free agency, out of everybody. Um,
Diamonds.
yeah, you know what I mean? So but I remember last year when the free agency was happening, we was pretty excited because we was interested to see how these guys are gonna be, how well they're gonna play in their new teams, and then everybody else fell from grace except for Saquon. And the only two left was Saquon and Mekhi, literally. I mean, they made it all the way to the top and planted their flag.
Facts.
Um, interesting, interesting, big disappointment. Detroit Lions. That was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
That was crazy. And I kind of felt bad for them because they had such a successful season. I'm sure they was thinking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They was thinking Super Bowl. They could taste Super Bowl. Did all that they needed to do to position themselves to get to the Super Bowl, getting the home field advantage, only for this kid, this rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels, to just come in there and then take them off their square in Detroit.
In Detroit.
Man, that I mean, all the all those moments, like you said, man. Yeah, and shout out to and speaking of Jaden Daniels, shout out to him. Phenomenal rookie season. Like I said, the best rookie season I've seen since Dan Marino. He was just one game short of the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah.
the difference. But he definitely resurrected some players' careers. One Terry McLaurin.
Mm.
Um, I know Terry McLaurin enjoyed his season with Jaden. He was like, damn, I'm sure he's like, damn, finally a quarterback. Because Terry
Yeah.
McLaurin played through, I want to say, maybe 7 quarterbacks within 5 years. And now for Jaden to finally come and really had that connection with him, I'm sure he's a happy camper. I'm sure he's now enjoying football again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes a lot, man.
Yeah,
It
it
takes
does take a
away.
lot.
It adds and it minuses from
As a
from
matter.
your love.
Yeah. And speaking of Saquon, shout out to him and Derrick Henry for resurrecting the value of the running back. So I think the market value for the running back is gonna rise again. The value of the running back is gonna be respected again, thanks to Saquon and D. Henry. So yeah, so it's a lot of redemption songs happened, a lot of
Yeah,
killing the naysayers, proving the naysayers wrong
agreed.
happened. Sam Darnold, wow.
No,
Magical,
I'm,
magical season for him. Feel good for the kid because he had some downtrodden, nightmarish years in New York and been bounced around. Almost was this close to getting that B word, and then
mm,
resurrected his career in Minnesota. I don't know what's going to happen to him from there because JJ McCaffrey is coming back from injury, so I don't know what Kevin is gonna do. I forget Kevin's last name, the coach. I don't know what Kevin is gonna do. Is he gonna have JJ McCaffrey be his starter and let Sam Darnold go? If he does, Sam Darnold can be a good free agent for somebody because he done uh performed, had a great season. So he drove his stock up. Um But again, with Minnesota, same thing with Detroit. Have this great season only to lose, and oh my God, only to be eliminated. That got to be gut wrenching. That got to be gut wrenching.
it is,
Yeah,
man. It is. It would be
got
for
to be
me at
gut
least.
wrenching. And the fact, and how you, and then, well, and that's crazy. And it's also crazy to be 14-3, and you end up in a wild card at 14-3. Why? Because the Lions ended up being 15-2. It's like,
Who
damn.
knew? Who knew?
Right? It's like how you 14? Usually you got a 14 win season.
Yeah,
You at the top, you the top dog.
facts.
But you 14-3 with a wild card. And then you get bumped off by the Rams.
But that goes to
They
what
were
we
like
said,
10 and
though.
7.
That goes back to what you said about Kansas
Damn.
City.
Huh?
That goes back to what we talked about with Kansas City. Would
Yeah.
they be a second round team or a wild card team?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and
So
you go through that wild card. You said it best. You go through that wild card. It's basically what it says. A wild card. It's a
yeah,
wild game.
yeah. That's right. That's right. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Any
Yeah.
given Sunday.
Any given Sunday, man. But yeah, that's my take, man. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So and lastly, my young bull, Joe Burrow. Uh,
Joe
I F's,
Burrow.
I F's with that kid heavy, man. I like Joe Burrow, man. The fact this young man, threw for almost 5 racks, only to not make the playoffs. His his defense let him down.
Yes.
The Bengals defense let him down. I'm saying it. Joe Burrow may not say it because you got to be PC. You can't, can't shit on your teammates. But I'm saying that the Bengals defense let Joe Burrow down because ain't no way he's supposed to be scoring 35, 37, 40 points and still losing.
Facts. 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 Heavy facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Heavy facts.
To the point that you don't make the playoffs. Come on, man. This man threw for 4,900 and something yards, man.
It's crazy.
4,900 and something yards.
It's crazy.
His
Can't make it
touchdown
up.
his touchdown to interception ratio was 3-1. I don't know the exact numbers, but his touchdown to interception ratio was very positive. And he threw for 4,900 and change.
Just can't make it up.
You know what I'm saying? Them type of stats supposed to take you far.
Yeah, facts. Not Joe Burrow, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Not Joe Burrow.
Not Joe Burrow, man. Not Joe Burrow.
Sad to say.
But yeah, that's it. That's my NFL summary, brother. But yeah, man, that's a wrap for us,
Yes.
people. We thank you for viewership and watching and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Facts.
Always remember, on behalf of the chef, this is your boy, the drum major. Remember, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can embrace the grind. So you can embrace the grind. WGI Sports. Till next time, God.
And that next time is right after the All-Star weekend. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Number basketball.
Here we go. March Madness, NBA.
Yeah.
All that.
All that. That's all we're going to be talking about.
All right. Y'all gear up.
Got to gear up, man. Buckle your seatbelts. And plus, you have a few lightning in the bottom moments.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Watch out for those too.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.